disconnected.
If anything happens, look for KK.
Okay.
The password is 1
Okay. For now, I have 0 viewers, so I think I'll waste more.
See you started. The other ones are there at replay, so I'll take them out.
But then again, I think you can share.
You see, I said something about
They started calling me.
this side, you may not be related. You said something.
Yeah, you can share the listen into the WhatsApp group again.
Okay.
The live streaming URL. Yeah, you connect to BoldTech Wi-Fi.
Some people have said Google Telegram. The Google
Mm.
Somebody's complaining. I tried to log in now.
Really? Let me check. I currently remove.
Every time you mention you,
Yeah. Oh, anytime I do updates, that's just everything. So I'll off it over here. So Yep. Good afternoon, good evening. I welcome all of you to BoldTech ICT solution for this training. Now, this is one of our training sessions that we'll be doing for free, and I'll be pleading with you to follow us on YouTube, on all our social media platforms. So, without wasting much time, I welcome you once again. The training is all about we being able to also do our own thing, just like how the whites are actually creating their own systems that we are using from here. So BoldTech being one of our dreams and our purpose is to bring out solutions to any problem we see out there. So looking at the current state of AIs that are coming out, we have to even pay for certain things like this. For example, you are having your own business and you want somebody to be there that if one code, the person can be able to answer questions towards your business or about your business. So with this particular training, it is not the aspect of we being able to develop from scratch, but we are providing you the aspect for you to be able to train your websites and any application that you're having, so that if one comes there and asks a question about you, that person should be able to know what you have. So we'll start by identifying the URL to the AI page. So the URL is simple, just like the AI. It is AI, so we actually go to ai.boldtechgh.com, and it will be able to give you the homepage of the AI platform. So as the webpage says, build AI agents, train them and deploy them. So today's training is all about we being able to create these agents so that we will allow them to be able to help users that visit our websites and also our apps, whether being mobile app, and so on and so forth. So for we being able to do much, we will start by learning how to create an account with us. For you to be able to create an agent, you must be able to create an account. So just like the button here says get started, click on get started for free and the interface comes. So I'll be creating one that will be following and look at how to actually use it throughout. So the full name, your name, you the person created the account. For me to continue, let me make mention of this. One will be like this information I'm coming to enter over here. BoldTech is going to use it for something else. Our privacy and other things are we are not using your data for anything. So be aware that anything you put in here, nobody get access to it. No, BoldTech is selling for money. So let me make mention of that. So please, you can feel free and enter your full name and then you continue with the account creation. So I'd like to use my name, which is Israel Ajah. Sorry, I didn't mention my name as I begin. Israel Ajah is my name, by the way. I'll use the email, which is my personal email, as everybody has their personal email during the sign up process. I will advise you, as you are not able to create the account as we instruct you to do earlier. I think you can use this opportunity to follow and create as I demonstrate. So my email is israelidropajah as israelidropajah at gmail.com. Password is yours to choose. It's advisable for you to choose a password that you will not forget. A simple password, but to be honest with you should be able to remember it always so that the reset will not be coming more often. So I'll choose my password. You also have to do your own. then you click on create account. So basically it says this account has been what, an account with this email already exists. Let me use my other email, which is Project Work Academy. 1 minute, let me confirm the email because I think I don't have it off head. So it's projectworksolutions.com. Let me actually do that. Sorry for the delay of that. So I'll quickly paste my email there, just like I started. So this is my email that I know that currently it is not in the system. Yeah, so for the first time, if you sign up, it says what, check your inbox. We have sent a verification link. So for you to be able to continue, don't enter an email that you are not using, else you can't actually do anything with it. So I'm to check that email if that link is there. So I'll quickly go there and work on that. I'm not showing that screen because I open it in a new, but sorry, let me show you. Oh, so sorry for that. I need to actually take it again. My network seems to be disturbing and it's actually not helping. It rained heavily over here, so my network is basically bad. It's not connecting again. Sorry for the interruption. In fact, the network is disturbing me. So I'll continue from where the network break me from. So like I said, I have to verify the email that I use to sign up currently or right now so that we can proceed from there. So if you check your email, it says what you should verify, just like how we are seeing it on the screen right now. It says you should verify our account, which is by opening your email, and then you do that from your email. So after verifying, just go back to if the email doesn't come, that's why you click on resend it. But I have verified already, and I hope all those that are following, they can also see the message, which is the email in their email inbox to this particular or to the particular email they use during the signing up. So I'll go and log in using the email actually. So the email, as I said, you to use the one you use to sign up right now. So I'll enter my password that I used for the sign up, and I should be able to log in. Yeah, and you too should be able to log in just like how you can see from here. Now, if you're able to see this screen, meaning yeah, there is success, means you are able to pass through whatever problem you're having for the sign up and everything. So for now, we'll be able to move to creating an agent. We move it to creating an agent. But before then, I will just point out some few things also before we go to what creating an agent. The system is not any difficult system to be like I can't be able to navigate, but everything is straightforward. And as you can read, I made mention of certain things as a developer. I know my co-developers are also here and would like to also know what they can actually do with this particular platform and how do we deploy it or use it for other clients as well. So without wasting much time, your home or the home button just give you the home page. That tells you the kind of plan you are on. For the first subscription, just like the message says, you have a premium plan which allow you to create multiple agents for the 45 days or for the first 45 days. Whilst other businesses use 30 days, we like to actually give you 45 instead of the 30. So at this instance, you will be able to create as many agents that you want, which one can be for a website, one can be for a mobile app and all that. But I will not touch much on that because it has a premium side. For you to be able to enjoy more of the premium as you are creating, then that will be another training aspect that we'll look at. Yeah, so I would like to jump straight to the creating of the agents. So the button called create agents, if you click on that, it tells you that the form over there is also that simple, which you just enter the following information that is required for you to be able to create an agent. So the agent's name, I would like to give it a name like my agent. For the first time, I was just in my agent. You have to give the name you want and the name that matches the business that you're actually doing, please. And also it's requiring an icon. Here you have the chance to customize the agent as you want. So for now, as I'm using BoldTech logo, I'll be using BoldTech logo. You can use any logo of yours to create the agent. So I'll be using this as my logo. Description is yours to actually give. It is not a must or mandatory for you to put the description. It is not showing to the end user or whatever that will use the agents to, or yeah. So let me put it that way. So you can decide to leave it empty. Now the other aspect or the other information that is automatically filled over there, which says what welcome message. I will actually leave it like this, and we'll see how it will look when we deploy it into your website and other systems or other platforms. For the model, like the premium says, you are having a premium plan, you have the chance to go for the premium or just leave it like how it is. Now, the Winget theme color. This gives you the chance to customize how it will what the agents will look, which is the pop-up, how the bubble will look on your website. So I'll quickly just choose a color. If you click here, you have the chance left. If you leave the default one, which says bottom right, means if after deploying on your web page, you'll be seeing the agents at the left, just like how this one is showing over here. That's what it means. But if you say left, means if you deploy on the website, it should be able to what to be at the left side of the web page. So after you selecting everything, I'll leave it to the right so that when we deploy, we see how it look, and we'll come back and change it to the left as well. So I'll just hit the button called create agent and start training. So your agent should be ready in any moment from now. It doesn't take any much time, but it's because of my network that it is moving like this, and your agent is successfully created. After creation, it asks you to now train the agent that you have created. But for now, we don't have any, we have not trained with anything. So let's now try asking some questions and see if it can answer. As I mentioned earlier, this is an AI agent that will be able to give information to customers or clients that may ask questions about you or your business. It is not fetching the data from anywhere like ChatGPT and co that they have content that if you say what is your name, you can be able to say something. Let's try to ask some question and let's see if it can answer. So to do that, we just be like, let's ask it some few questions to see. So using the button called test your agent, let's test it and see. Just like I said, this message that we left during the creation will always pop up whenever the user or whenever anybody opens the agent to use. So for now, that message will be popping up as a welcome message. So for now, let's just ask a question that we think our agent will not know. And currently, it is not having any knowledge. Just like a baby that was born today is not having any knowledge. So let's try to ask a question. Like, what is your name? Let's see what to say. If I say, what is your name? It will say something though, but it's not going to be what's meaningful. As we can see, the term name refers to a word or phrase that identifies a person is trying to say something out of the box, giving examples. But using your business as an example, I want you to know things about BoldTech. So let me just say, tell me about BoldTech. And I expect it not to be able to have any information about BoldTech because it says so it's not a well-known or widely recognized term. It's possible that it could be a company name. BoldTech might be a company name. In fact, it's not able to give any information or any meaningful information to whatever that is asking a question about what BoldTech. Though it doesn't mean that the agent cannot answer any question. It will be able to answer them, but not the answer you want is what you get because it's currently having nothing. So without wasting much time, we like to train it and see some of the things it can actually what do. So the materials that we shared earlier with the link, I'll be using the Ghana political history on to train the AI agent we just created. So I'll copy using the text functionality that is there. So let's go back to train. I'll click on train and it should send us to the aspect where we can train this agent. So I'll copy the content that we provided earlier, and the file name is Ghana Political History. We want it to see whether it can answer questions about the political history from from then up to now, and let's see whether it's able to do as the content is having. So you can follow. If you are using PC, you can also open the file and let's see whether it can be able to what a simple question that I'll ask, and we expect it to be able to answer a question from that particular what content that we are coming to use. But before I paste or train the AI, we can have, or as you can see, we have upload file, which deals about you being able to upload a text file, a PDF, a CSV, MD. And when I talk of MD, my code developers knows about .md files. Yeah. The text file, which is a notepad file, PDF, we all know PDF. Let's say, for example, they send you a learning material and it's in a PDF. You know what PDF? So a PDF is commonly a file. So for now, I'll not use that for now. And also we have the website URL, which we will actually see that we'll practice that one as well. But I would like to go for the raw text because I've copied a text. I would like to paste the text there. So using the Ghana political history content, I'll use that. And if I paste it here, we see we have a lot of what content in here. Yeah, so that is the content I would like to use. Then the next thing is what? Save and add to what? Queue. And at the right hand side, you see knowledge chunks, and you can see the knowledge being given to what? The agent you just created. So I would like us to ask a question that is in the content that we want the AI to actually tell us. If the agent is able to answer according to it, but mind you, just like I said, it's not going to be able to answer questions or information that it doesn't have idea about. So for example, let's ask, when did Ghana gain independence? But that would be like all agents or all AI will be able to know about that. But we can also go for a tough question like, who is the president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana? Something like that. And let's see what it will say. So again, we'll go to test your agent. So let's ask the question, who is the president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana? And let's send and see the answer it will give us. So it's what? The current president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana is John Dramani Mahama. And let's try to ask another one that we think it will not know, but that particular thing is in the content that we have right now. For example, I would like to pick an information on 1966. It should tell us something something in 1966. So when you look inside the content, it said on 24 February 1966, while Kwame Nkrumah was abroad, the military overthrew his government. The military overthrew his government. So let's ask a question like, what happened on 24th February 1966, and let's see what it will tell us. So what happened on 24th February 1966, and let's see if it can be able to tell us what happened during that year. Yeah, so just like I read, on 24th of April 1966, the military overthrew the government of Kwame Nkrumah whilst he was abroad. So just like you can see, the agent will not give information that it doesn't have knowledge about. So your knowledge base should be well known, or you should be able to how to call it, put your content well, so that we don't be like, oh, this agent is more like that of ChatGPT, just give trash and rubbish and all that. This is not something that access the internet. If I say internet, simply means other web pages and give you the information. So it doesn't hallucinate. It goes straight to what you ask. So if you ask a question that is not inside, we expect it not to give you the correct answer. It will only tell you, I don't have that in my knowledge, or I don't have that in my knowledge base, something like that. So let's take a very good look at the content we actually use in actually training the agent. So if you know your content is about yourself, feel free and write everything about you. So let's say we have portfolio website. You want the agent to be able to answer questions about whatever that asks question about you. Oh, what is this person's phone number? You should be able to give the phone number to that person. I would like to go back to train again and clear this sorry for the delay. I'll before I proceed, if anyone has any question about what we just did, I think under the listen you can ask your question and we'll respond to you. Yeah, in the comment section, just ask your question and your questions will be addressed. In case you want me to go over again, if there's something you have not gotten, I'm glad to go over and repeat that again. With much being said, I would like to clear this just like I mentioned earlier. So to clear your knowledge of your agent, just at the area where you train, when you scroll down, you see reset knowledge base. The one is saying that is a danger zone. So if you know you don't have that content again, be careful if you are clearing. The question is, can I add more? Yes. Whilst this one is here, you can add more. It doesn't mean that if you add more, the old one will go. No. So you can add as many as you want. But this one, I want to use the aspect of using the website URL because I need to actually show that. So I'll reset my knowledge base, which says, are you sure you want to actually do this? So delete all knowledge chunks for this agent. If I hit OK, meaning everything of that particular knowledge is gone. Now let's try to use the URL, the website training. Somebody will be like, I already have the website, but I don't want to sit down and rewrite the content again and now be feeding through the text area. Yes, just enter the website URL. So again, I'll be using BoldTech as the BoldTech website as the URL that we can actually all follow alongside. So BoldTech, our URL is https www. Let me just remove. There's a BoldTech .com. So this is BoldTech. This is our URL. Let's see what it will do. Somebody will say, I want to see it in real time. Not that I'll finish and I'll go and be doing, I'll be having issues. So I'll hit add URL to queue, and from here it's able to what? Visit BoldTech website. Currently it has 11 chunks. As I copy the content from the Word file that we provided earlier, that one gave us 3 chunks, but this one gave us 11. That means it's able to crawl through all the web pages you are having on that particular website and bring all those information here. So I would like to ask a question that I think the agents should know about BoldTech. So, and again, I'll go to test your agent. Let's test it. Now, the old information, if I ask when did or what happened on 24th, whatever, it should not be able to tell us again because we clear the knowledge of it. So again, let's ask that question before we come to information about BoldTech. What happened on 24th of, so what happened on 24th February 1966? Let's see the answer that it will give. Yeah, it keeps giving that because let me actually point out that the AI is able to go back and remember let's say some few minutes conversation you have with it. But as time goes on, that particular knowledge should not be available for it. So somebody will ask, why is it still giving the answer? It will leave because how it's being programmed is so far you have about 10 conversations. The idea should be able to remember few conversations that you have some time ago, like you are trying to point out something that you made mention about. So here is giving you that particular answer. But alongside, if your conversation is becoming long, I doubt it can be able to remember again. That content is no more, but it's able to catch this particular message or this conversation it gave earlier, or the answer it provided earlier some time ago. So don't be like, oh, this one is still giving me the old things, unless you put it into real or the real life this before you now enjoy the aspect of it. So honestly, let's ask questions about BoldTech. So let me say, tell me about BoldTech. Tell me about BoldTech. So let's go. If you visit our website, whatever thing is saying over here, it is not something we developers will say hard coded that is giving us that information. I wish I could have even asked that question earlier before I retrain it with the URL. So from the content that it got from the BoldTech website, it's able to keep all in the knowledge base of the agents. So it's able to answer questions. Is that about BoldTech? Because the question says, tell me about BoldTech. It's able to tell service being offered, our partners. If you go to the website, it's our contact informations and our project that we have undertaken. Let's ask a personal question. Let's say me me the person doing the presentation, which is Israel. Let me say, tell me about Israel. Tell me about Israel. The whole thing is it should be able to answer, or it will be able to answer because my information is on the website. Yeah, so that's what we'll see. It will not be able to give any long talk because of the kind of content it's having in its knowledge base. So it says what? Israel is a senior software engineer at BoldTech ICT Solution. He holds, and the same content that is giving you right now, if you go to the website, that's what is there. And he says you can find him on LinkedIn. Any information you provide to the agent, that is a question or that is the answer it will give you. So with much being said on that, if anyone has a question again, you can add it to the comment section and we'll be attending to you one after the other. Now we'll move quickly to how do you now deploy this. Yeah, so I would like to talk about deployment, how to deploy this into because that's the most important thing. You should be able to put your agents inside a website, and the website should be able to have this agent, and whatever question somebody will ask, just like what we are asking over here, you should be able to attend to that person. So at my agent, if you click there, let me click, you have chat, embed, train, edit, logs, and the rest. If you hover, some give you what, or it gives you what it does. This basket icon delete the whole agent. Yeah, so we are now moving to embed. How do we embed it in various programming languages and also websites and the rest? So let's click on embed, and we have that. I'll start with WordPress. Other developers will be like, okay, how do I get this into my WordPress website? Yeah, good news for you. We are able to work on a WordPress plugin, which is what you just download from here and what upload into your WordPress website, and it fits into it perfectly. So no configuration. Like if you download from here, you are not going to now be doing configurations like adding anything to it. No, the agent from here or the plugin from here has the pre-configured plugin or the pre-configured information that will be needed there. And after deploying, and you actually go to what plugin settings, you see all the informations that were which will be required. For example, agents UUID, API key, and the model that you are actually on. You see all those information that will be asking you when you are using the WordPress plugin. It's already being set there without you saying you want to now come back here and copy and paste over there. Yes. Now I would like to talk about there are two aspects of the embedding or putting it in your project or your website. Just like we have seen from the practice that I use under the testing, we can see that it's been embedded in the whole page. And we will also have the floating one, just like the one at the right hand side over here. If you want the floating type of embedding, then we need to use this particular what. Coding, you just need to copy the link. Just click on copy, and it's being copied, which this link is also pre-configured with all the information that will be needed. So the agent ID also there, the data mode type, which is going to be what bubble, like this on the right hand side that we are all seeing. So with the HTML file that we have, I would like to actually quickly use that so that we see how to actually do that. I'll open it. So for example, that is your website. As a developer, that is your website. So I'll open it in the web browser, and we'll see what we have before. I'll use a code editor to open it. So this is the content or the website that we have for the training. If you download it or if you receive it and you open it, this is how it will look. But currently there is no AI here, there is no agent here, so we'll be able to see how to actually do that. So just like I said, I'll be copying this. As I copied, let me open this particular file. I am having it in a folder on the desktop. So I expect you to also have it. So I'll be opening this file with any code editor. So I'll right click and pick my code editor, which is VS Code. One second, let me get that on the screen so that we all see how to do that. So because I have other projects being open, I will just activate that particular up. My screen is currently off again. Let me try to get it back. It's like my screen is not able to pick the code editor. Let me open it with Notepad and see. That should do. My streaming. So I'll open it with Notepad. And let's see how to actually do that. Sorry for that. My Notepad too seems to be not to be responding to. Okay, let me add. Yes, so sorry for the delay. I would like to see if I can even use that to capture the VS Code again, and that is able to pick for the Notepad. Let me see if I can get this one available to us. Thank you. It has come. So let's use the VS Code. My code developers, if they see Notepad, all of us, we don't like it. So let's get to an interface where we can all, in fact, see a nice code, not something that we don't know the starting and the end. Yeah. So if this is the codes for your website, my developers knows when you take a full project, is taking a project where you split the footer from the header and all that. Paste this URL or this particular code we copy from the agent side into your JavaScript side, either in the header or in the footer, anywhere. So I would like to paste it here. I would like to paste it here, and it should work. Oh, so sorry. Sorry for alerting me. The screen is currently back. Thank you very much. At my end, it seems to be working. Sorry for that. So I'll explain that again, or I'll go over that again. This is the website that we just view right now. I would like to show the website once again. Then we will be able to come back to the code. So if I pick the web page again, yeah, so this is the web page. Okay, let me correct that. Yeah, so now it should be a full view for us to see. Thank you. Now we have a full nice view. So this is actually the website that we have, which is the material for the training. Let's now go back to the code once again and see how to embed that into the website. So this code, I'm copying this once again, and then we can now use over there. Yes, So in your code or in your website code, without taking any listen, just go straight to the footer, just like I made mention, footer or the header part of the website and paste it there. For those that are into development, I'm saying this because those that are into development knows what I'm talking about. Taking PHP for example, PHP allow you to be able to split footer, header, and the body of what the website or the project that you are working on. So you can be, you should be able to paste it into a portion that runs through or that runs through the whole project. That the person can stand anywhere and call the agent and start asking. Or yeah, that in that way the agent will be available on all the web pages. But don't go and paste it in only one page, thinking it will take effect in all the other pages. No. So if your website that you develop is an HTML code, and mind you, HTML doesn't support you to be able to split the files into what smaller components, then you should be able to paste this code in all the HTML files before it can be available on all the other web pages. So let's go back to the website and let's see if it is available there. Sorry, then again my screen is disturbing once again. If I switch to the presentation screen again, it's not coming. Let me try to see how best I can resolve that. Wow. Kindly give me 1 minute. Let me resolve that and let's continue. Thank you. Well, we are back on track. Because I opened a different tab. Sorry for that. So let's open that web page and see whether it will actually work. So refresh the web page, and we expect to see our agents popping up at the the right hand side. Somebody will say, what is this message? That is the message you give during the creation of the agent. So if you want to use, just click on it and you can see every color the color you set, the icon you also give, which is the logo, and it's not currently the old chat because that is not where you use it. So let's try to ask question once again over here. Let's ask, give me the contact of BoldTech. We know that on our website, our contacts are there. So, and during the training, is able to fetch that particular information from the web page. So, contacts of BoldTech, and we expect it to at least give us the contacts. So this, just like we can see, is able to tell us the contacts, our main contact details, which is phone number, our phone numbers, our emails that are available on the website, our location, and it says you can also reach them through their WhatsApp channel for their real-time information. Yes. So basically, this is what the agent will be doing. It will not give information that is not in its knowledge base. I'm repeating that again. It is not ChatGPT or any model out there that knows what you already existing information. All you have to train it with the informations before it will be what clear to it. So this is how it will appear on your website, just like you can see. If you click on this, it says minimize. If you click on it back, it comes back. So I'm not able to take you to the WordPress, which that will be another day that will come back for the WordPress training. How to actually, somebody will say, I'm new to it, I'm new to WordPress, or I'm a WordPress developer. All the WordPress developers will know what I'm talking about. That they know where to upload plugins into their web pages. Again, I'll encourage us to follow us on YouTube and all our social media handles. Facebook, we are there. LinkedIn, we are there. TikTok, we are there. Yes. I would like to also mention some of our services that we do during this. Even this will give you the idea or tell you about what we do, but I would like to mention some. BoldTech, we are into software development, which we have school management system, POS. We actually are into domain name and hosting. We also have branding. When it comes to any type of branding, you just name it, we will do it for you. Yes. So we are also into secretarial services, and just like my agent says, we are located in Tamale, just on the Bolopasi Road, beside Tamale Technical University. If you get there, you ask anybody where BoldTech is located, you can find us there. But again, if anyone has any question, I will be happy. Because it's live streaming, you will not be able to on a mic to be able to talk. So kindly type the information or whatever question you want to ask, and we'll respond to it. Now let's go back again and let's practice the other one. Now we are able to do the bubble on which is appearing like the one in the system itself. The question is, somebody will ask, can we change the location? Yes, let's go to my agents just like it is. Let's change. Let's click on edit. Then somebody will say, where can I do that? Click on edit. And if you click on edit, it takes you to where you created or where you actually configure your agent. So we are changing the position to left. And after changing anything, let's change the color as well. Let's go for green. Let's go for green and save the changes. We expect that if we refresh our website page, all those information should take effect. So let's refresh, and you can see our color changed to green, and it's also positioned at the left side. So yes, just like how you want to customize it, it is up to you to customize. Yeah. So now let's look at. Let me minimize this. Let's say we want to embed it onto the web page somewhere. Just like how we are seeing it here. Let's quickly go to my agent and chat. Here, just like how it's showing over here. You don't want it to be a winget that is at the left or the right side of your web page, but I also want it to be embedded in the whole the body itself, not just the left, or it should be jumping at the left or right side of the web page. Let's go for that. So that's where we go for embed again, and then we copy the second link. This one says what? The option is full page or inline charts. Let's copy the URL, the code there, and then paste it at where we want it to be. So I'll go back to my VS Code, and let's see where we can put it. But again, let's try to find where we want it to appear actually on the web page. So let me actually show the web page once again. Sorry. So taking the the code provided, I would like to just, on a web page, we have seen something like projects we no get AI chatbot be yawa. Okay, so I would like it to appear below that. So I'll just be below it and then paste the code we copy from the how to call it, the dashboard there, and paste it here. And if we save, mind you, if you are using an editor, if you paste something or you type, my developers know what I'm talking about, that anything you do before it to take effect, you have to save the file. Yeah, so I'll go back and let's refresh the web page and see if it has taken effect. Sorry, let me work on that. Okay, so we are back there. Yes, we can now see what is happening. So our web page, if we expect that if we refresh, we should see that particular embedding in the web page. So let me refresh so that we see the effect where it's taking effect at. So something like this. My developers will be very good at actually being able to rewrite CSS. Somebody will say, or somebody will ask, can I be able to give my own CSS and restyle the thing very well? Yes, you can. Yes, so you can embed it, which give you a full view, not just the bubble like how you are seeing it over here. But you can be able to embed it on a full web page. Today we are not writing the code because I know others are not coming from develop, or let's say IT background or coding background. But if you found yourself in that particular category, yes, your developer that you want him or her to actually work on your website for you, you just mention it. As a developer, you'll be able to write a little CSS to start it well. I don't want to waste much time. Let's see, debugging. Why is it done? No. The idea is it is working. We can be able to put it on a full web page, embed it inside the page, and then start using it. Yes, so you can write additional CSS, JavaScript, or whatever, and style it to look good on the web page. But the main point is we should be able to put it in our websites, applications, and anywhere we want it to be. I'll be, before I bring my presentation to an end, I know I have developers in our midst, so I'll talk about. Somebody asks, can I use this in other programming languages? Yes. So on your dashboard, which is my agent, if you refresh and you come to train, sorry, I said train, embed has other programming languages. So we made availability of some few programming languages there. PHP, which is common, similar to that of HTML. Python, the code is there. Node.js, Go, Ruby. Yes, we make provisions for how to actually embed those ones in other programming languages. But again, I'll encourage you to follow us once again on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and the rest. And I'll plead with you to recommend us to anyone that would be like, I want somebody to develop websites, branding services like t-shirt printing, mugs printing, caps and all that, Lacoste, cloth especially. We are into all those things. You can visit our website and also get to know us more. And if you have any question, like I made mention earlier, just put it in the comment section. We'll respond to it. Thank you for joining us. Before I go, this is just the first phase of our training. We'll be providing free trainings like this. Just like I mentioned for the beginning, or as I was starting the presentation, we don't need to depend always on the whites. We, the blacks, too, have to start our own AI things. So BoldTech, that is one of our aspects of solutions that we want all of us to be on the same page. So I encourage you, just like I said earlier, to follow us, like and comment on our all social media platforms. Thank you very much. Once again, thanks for attending this free webinar. We'll bring you the next phase or the next episode on our social media platforms. Once again, WhatsApp is there. So you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then you can get all the secrets. So this is the first phase. The second phase will be on how to use it in, let's say, WordPress. Yes, how to embed it inside WordPress. So the next version will be on WordPress website and how to actually do that. Thank you very much for joining us.